Hey guys, welcome to another top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 favourite Alfred Hitchcock movies. Yep, I can't believe I haven't done this top 10 list yet, but here it is, and I think it's a great one. I've been wanting to do this for a while because I'm a huge Alfred Hitchcock fan. He's one of my favourite classic directors. In fact, he's my second favourite movie director of all time, and he's the master of suspense. So, let's get to it, shall we? Here's my personal favourite Alfred Hitchcock movies. And before top 10 list, here's some honourable mentions. My honourable mentions, there's only 4 for now, which are Strangers on a Train, Dial M for Murder, For Trouble with Harry, and Rebecca. All good films, just couldn't make the top 10 list, but what did make my top 10 was my number 10, which is The Man Who Knew Too Much. Definitely one of his more overlooked films, but it's a good one, starring Jimmy Stewart, who did a lot of great Alfred Hitchcock films that you're going to see later on this list. But I love this movie about a guy who goes on vacation with his wife to Morocco, but when his son is taken away, they have to save him. It's got great suspense, a great premise, and it's my 10th favourite Alfred Hitchcock film. Coming at number 9 is the movie Rope. Rope is a brilliant thriller film about 2 guys who just kill someone with a rope and they hide him in a treasure chest where there's a dinner party going on where they, try to get rid of the guest in order to get rid of the body. It's very thrilling because you don't know if these 2 guys are going to get away with it while Jimmy Stewart's character is investigating what's going on. The climax is great too. It's an awesome film. Rope is brilliant. Anyways, number 8 is Notorious. Really good film starring Cary Grant and Ingrid Bergman and Claude Rains as these 3 people whose lives become in danger during an espionage operation. It's a great spy, romance, thriller film too. It has amazing performances and intense third act. Definitely check it out if you haven't yet. Number 7 is Suspicion. Another excellent film with Cary Grant, but this time with Joan Fontaine. It's a very interesting romance, drama, thriller film about a woman who just marries a guy, but she's afraid that she might be a criminal or something like that. He might be a criminal or something like that. The story is brilliantly executed. I also think Joan Fontaine won an Oscar for this film, and Cary Grant is brilliant in it as well. I love this movie, Suspicion. Number 6 is To Catch a Thief. Fantastic film. Cary Grant and Grace Kelly are both brilliant in this. I love its story about a retired cat burglar who has to save his reformed reputation by catching an imposter preying on the wealthy tourists, including the daughter of a wealthy widow on the French Riviera. The shots are really good. The performances from Cary Grant and Grace Kelly are excellent. I love their chemistry in this film. And yeah, definitely one of my favourites. Coming at number 5 is Vertigo. Another one starring Jimmy Stewart, and this one actually gives you vertigo feels as it makes you afraid of heights, especially with the shots in this film. It has a very good story about a former police detective who retires due to his fear of heights and vertigo, and is hired to prevent an old friend's wife from suicide. The cinematography is done very well. Kim Novak is great in this film. I love Jimmy Stewart in this movie as well. And it's my 5th favourite Hitchcock film. Anyways, number 4 is The Birds. This is a brilliant horror monster thriller movie with birds, right? Sounds bizarre, but it just works. I love this film about a lady called Melanie Daniels who meets this guy called Mitch Brenner in a San Francisco pet store and gets a gift for 2 lovebirds, but then a huge flock of birds starts invading the town. And it's probably the only movie that I can think of that actually makes birds scary, as in this film they are real birds, they're not mechanical, and Tippi Hedren gives a great performance as the leading lady in this movie, and yeah, it's a fantastic film. Coming in number 3 is North by Northwest. Another great one with Cary Grant, and probably my favourite Cary Grant film directed by Alfred Hitchcock. It's a fun, entertaining, influential film with brilliant performances from Cary Grant, Eva Mary Saint, and James Mason. I love its story about an advertising executive who's pursued by a criminal after he's mistaken for a government agent. The shots are also incredible, especially the iconic crop duster scene. The action is so good, and the music score is amazing. I love this movie. Anyways, number 2 is Rear Window. This movie is a masterpiece. Jimmy Stewart and Grace Kelly are both fantastic in this film. It's an excellent thriller about a photographer in his apartment who thinks one of his neighbours is a killer, and he spies on him with his camera, and he turns out to be right. The way Jimmy Stewart's character figures out the mysteries is so clever. He's amazing in this film, and I love Grace Kelly in this movie too. It's a damn near perfect film. But my number 1 favourite Alfred Hitchcock film is easily Psycho. This one's definitely my favourite because it's one of the greatest films of all time. It's so iconic. The shots are memorable, especially the opening scene and the shower scene. The music score is one of the best scores I've ever heard in cinema. The acting's amazing, especially from Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates, Janet Leigh as Marion Crane, and Vera Miles as Leela Crane. Everything about it is perfect. I don't need to say anything else that hasn't been said already, and it's my number 1 favourite Alfred Hitchcock film. So yeah, those are my top 10 favourite Alfred Hitchcock movies, so what are your favourites? Tell me down in the comments, and thank you for watching, and may the force be with you. Always.